It's just past 8 o'clock and it's already 78 degrees on Wednesday morning, July 10th, 2024. Out the door into the feel of Florida. And the look of New England. That is a low stratocumulus cloud. It's usually the fog cloud. And as the sun gets higher in the sky, that kind of cloud evaporates. So we're going to look at a hazy, hot, and humid Wednesday in the Boston area. That's probably the easiest forecast to make is the Boston area. Close the door. Look at the pretty Maine Coon lion cut. And do some analysis. There is a lot to analyze this morning. I guess first and foremost, the remnant of Tropical Storm Beryl, I guess it's the remnant of Major Hurricane Beryl, is crossing Ohio right now. And with it, tremendous amount of energy. It's no longer a pure tropical system. It's now a hybrid. It has tropical features, and it's also mixing in much cooler air in southeastern Canada. There's a fairly chilly high-pressure system in Ontario, and that's wrapping into the north side of it. And it's going to be a real thin line between flooding rain and just hot and humid, and chance of tornadoes today with the remnant of Beryl. If I start with the surface map that shows the wind, the temperature, and the dew point. I was talking about, Ray, in New York City, you may have a dew point of 75 to 80. That's already showing up over Chesapeake Bay. The wind barbs from the south, black numbers are temperatures, blue numbers are dew points. Look at Nashua, New Hampshire. Is this right, Weir? Temperature's already 81 with a dew point of 79. That's record humidity. And then if you go to the left from there, you see the wind is from the northeast in Michigan, and the temperatures in Ontario and Michigan, and the temperatures are only in the 60s, with cooler air north of Lakes Ontario and Erie. And the center of Beryl is a little deeper in the pressure department. Let's go to the different surface analysis, and this shows the isobars, and the pressure, central pressure now down to 1,000 millibars, and it looks like it's occluded. Occluded means that it's wrapped cool air all the way around the south side, warm air around the north side, and there's a triple point low developing pretty close to Buffalo. And just on the warm side of all that, well, in New England, isn't that interesting? There's a 10-13 low and a 10-15 high on our old ancient stalled front that's right here. Dew points are only in the 60s in far northern New England. And it's along that battle between the dew points in the 70s to near 80 and the dew points in the 60s that the heaviest rain and perhaps severe weather today. The Severe Storm Prediction Center says there's a high risk. I know it only says 10%, but that's a high risk for a tornado in central New York today. I looked at the velocity azimuth display near Buffalo. Wind down near the ground was actually out of the southeast at 10 to 20 knots. And the wind up in the sky, 22,000 feet, was from the west-southwest at 60 knots. That's a lot of shear, and that's a lot of energy. And that is what's going to help generate severe storms across New York. Will they make it into New England today? I don't know. I don't think so. Not if this HRRR is right. I'll get the sun up there. That's cool. Sun, yeah, that's cool. No, that's hot. That's actually 55,000 degrees Kelvin. Thank goodness it's 92 million miles away. Do you know the sun is farther away in the summertime than it is in the wintertime? It's the tilt of the earth that causes the seasons. All right, 'tis the season for hot, humid, severe weather today. Here's the HRRR. And there's the rain in New York and moving into far northern Vermont, far northern New Hampshire. The axis of heaviest rain has shifted north since 24 hours ago, more in line with the global models. And there's the severe storms in central New York this afternoon. And then they come across the Hudson River and look like they fall apart as they come into New England tonight. So perhaps we will not get the severe weather in New England tonight. And then tomorrow, the remnant of Beryl goes across far northern New Hampshire and Maine. And with that, more rain north And in southern New England, just a chance of a shower or a storm. And then we have to go to a different model to get on to what happens after that. In the severe weather department yesterday, we were right here at sunset, and we could see the strong storm. Fitchburg, Massachusetts, the winner of the rainfall lottery in the last 24 hours, 1.98, and there were some damaging wind gusts also. And in Maine, 1.68 at Bethel. And this is all just well ahead of any Beryl or anything coming at us from the south. This is just the old stalled front getting energized again. What do we have, 2 days in a row without any flash flooding? So there will be flash flooding in New England off and on for the foreseeable future. That's funny. Steve's walking up and his string is going down. He's watching it wondering, what is up with that string? Well, it must be caught around something. Yeah, you went around the rake, Steve. So we got to bring the string around the rake, and now you're free. Almost. Who does the weather forecast while walking their cat? Nobody. TK and T-Rex and Steve. And I love all your comments. Yesterday, we met the piano man, Captain Spacetime. That was fun. Funny. Back to the weather forecast, please. We've been talking about quite some time now that upper level low, the remnant of the severe storms that went through here on Sunday, June 30th, and went around Bermuda, and now is over the Bahamas. And it's now more like a surface trough. And guess what? The National Hurricane Center put a yellow X over the Bahamas for this system, saying it's probably not going to happen, but it's not out of the question that this thing might become a tropical cyclone. Very small chance, but either way, it's a rainmaker, and there'll be some wind with that. It's about 1,014 millibar low, not very strong, but it's sliding in our direction, so it's just another bit of energy to amp up this front that's stalled here. And if I show it using this northwest tropical sector, you can see the Beryl in the north part, and then the rain gradually coming up across North Carolina, and then just kind of grazing southern New England. This is still a wild card. We've been talking about it for a week. Well, now it's within 48 hours, and there's a chance that we get another 1 to 3 inches of rain from that, anywhere from Long Island to, say, Worcester, Massachusetts, to Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. Yes, Martin, you still may see some rain from that one, and that'll be interesting. So that's still going to be a play-by-play type situation. There was something I skipped over that I just wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, the wind forecast, sorry, for sailing right out there. That fog is going to evaporate. There goes, I think that's the Massachusetts vessel? I'm not sure. Sorry. Anyhow, the sailboats are pointed toward us right now that are moored. That's wind from the southwest. And here's this wind forecast from the HRRR today. And you see over the water to the south of New England, looks like maybe 15 to 20 knots. And then over Boston Harbor, it's about 10 to 15 knots. So the forecast is for wind of about 13 to 14 knots as the sun goes down just before the sunset. I think we're going to be storm-free. And also there'll be an ebb tide going out. And Long Island Sound. Long Island, look at that. South of Long Island, the wind this evening at 7 o'clock. I stopped it right here at 7 o'clock. That wind is 25 to 30 knots south of Long Island as some of that circulation from Beryl gets involved. And also tomorrow, put it back in motion. Tomorrow, the wind from Buzzards Bay to Nantucket Sound is going to be sustained 20 to 25 knots. So heavy-duty sailing weather, and also for the Maine coast, same thing. I'm not going to show up at the Maine coast tomorrow. Also 25 to 30 knots as the remnant of Beryl crosses New England. What a historic storm this has been. The sky is actually turning more blue in front of us right this very minute. We've got to go to the 240-hour Euro, see if we can see a cold front to come in here and break this heat. There's the Beryl going across the top. There's the weak low in the southeastern United States, just kind of falling apart, really. I think that what that's going to do is it's going to actually increase our humidity and decrease our wind Friday into Saturday in southern New England with off and on showers and perhaps some localized flash flooding and some severe thunderstorms. So that's more shower activity. Saturday, stop. And now we go back Sunday actually looks like the pick of the weekend. I think a lot like what we just had over the last weekend, where you get your showers and storms on a Saturday, the sun comes back, and it's a little bit less humid on Sunday. I'm gonna pause right here and show you the Boston 5-day meteogram. And there's our temperature near 90. Today would be day 4 of the heat wave. Tomorrow, day 5 of the heat wave. Saturday, showers and storms bring the temperature down, but it's still incredibly sticky. And then Sunday, we may start a new heat wave with the temperature going back above 90. And the dew point actually goes down to 56 Sunday afternoon in Boston. For real? Wow, hot, but a little bit less humid. And then the humidity and the heat come back together on Monday into Tuesday of next week. And while I'm here, why don't I just show the 14-day? And it shows that new heat wave. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, with a shower or storm just about every day. I think higher threat Monday and Tuesday. And then there's the cooler air, perhaps, by about Wednesday and Thursday, the 17th and 18th. And here I'll continue that sequence of maps. Starting again on Tuesday, there are more showers and thunderstorms. Weak front still here. Looks like they become more enhanced on Wednesday. And then there is high pressure in southeastern Canada that is going to bring in much less humid and more seasonable 80s instead of 90s by next Thursday and Friday. But the hot is just to our south. All that rain to the south of us. That's that front over the mid-Atlantic states, and it'll probably come back north before too long after that. So hopefully we get about 3 days out of it late next week where we break this heat and humidity. All right, way to break the heat and humidity? Go down and stand with the egret. I haven't had an egret in here in a while. We went down to the water yesterday. It was chilly. Water temperature's only in the lower 60s right here. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with that deep channel right there, but the Boston buoy's near 70. We're playing around on the water. Weir has all these big boys toys. That's called a foil, flight board, electronic foil. It's battery operated. It's got a propeller. More from Weir on that. And it was a gorgeous Tuesday afternoon, especially if you had your body in that chilly water. And then we went and hit some golf balls with Whitey. 3 Linden State College grads from going on 40 years now since we've gotten out of college, guys. Amazing. And you can take the boys out of college, but you can't take the boy out of the man. We're still having fun and working hard. Well, some of us are working hard. Weir and TK, not so much, but Steve certainly working plenty hard, analyzing the golf swings and having fun. All right, and more, mostly old men now, recreation from yesterday, Tuesday. Talk to you tomorrow, which will be Thursday. 11:30 a.m., Tuesday, July 9th. Quite still. Haven't had an egret in a while. And a nice thick cloud just came over for the noonday sun hour. And under that cloud, there are a few raindrops in Essex County, Middlesex County. And also the temperature at Worcester just went down to 73 degrees, surrounded by sunshine and temperatures in the 80s for most of New England. Although a pretty good thunderstorm getting going near Lake Winnipesaukee too. Thank you, Mother Nature's natural air conditioner. It's only about 83 here instead of 92. I think that cloud is also putting the kibosh on the southwesterly breeze I had forecast. Young sailors just barely got enough air right now. Where's that foil board, madman? Come on, Weir, time to get on the water. And there he comes. Foiling away, right up the Fall River. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's Wonderstead. Making it look so easy. So fun, look at that. It's at least 20 miles an hour. The landing, the going up and the down and the turn are the hardest parts. There are some new people watching out the door, whether or more for the first time. Can you tell them what this is again?
Well, this is an e-foil. The maker of this is Flight Board out of Australia. This is the mast, the board, the wings, the prop. And this is the handheld
Throttle?
Yeah, throttle. You got it.
So
Goes
it's
up to about 30 miles an hour, believe it or not.
so it's like a Bluetooth motor control,
You
something
got
like
it,
that.
Bluetooth, and these are like the airplane wings. So once you get some speed underwater, this will lift the board out of the water, and you can go out of
What's
the
it
water.
like being about what's that, 2.5, 3 feet out of the water?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird sensation.
I got up there for about 2 seconds, and
Yeah, you did good.
you feel
yeah.
like you're gonna fall. You just got to get over that feeling. How do you
Yeah.
balance yourself?
It takes a little time, not much time though, and then once you feel it and you feel that balance of
You're
keeping
flying.
the board. Yeah.
You're flying.
Yeah. And waves don't matter.
You
just
do
go
all
over
these
all
sports.
waves.
You ski, you jump off cliffs, you surf. You just like flying.
Well, it's big boy toys, right?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Retired and fired. He's retired, and well, I'm just tired. This thing's been up and down the East Coast. Cantori's been on it, Petrarca's been on it, I think Murley's been on it, Kelly, and of course the star, Lundstedt. Best at everything he does. Show off. Beautiful. You're magic man. It's about 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. Waves in the water, waves in the sky. Perpendicular and parallel, anthropogenic and natural. There's a condensation trail with a shadow. And this water is in the 60s, so I am not cooking. My toes are actually cold right now. How can this water be colder? If the Boston buoy is around 70, how can this water be in the 60s? Deep channel out there, I guess. And we hit it right at high tide. For our next trick, we're gonna try and hit balls into the wind. Yeah. Those guys.
That's it, right there, dude. That was right there in the line.
Babe Ruth calling it. He wants to hit that 100-yard marker right there.
Oh. I'm gonna do
So only me. I was trying to hit them in that direction, and they went through these windows. I can't believe it. Only me. Waves.
All right, you want me to go to the 200?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's over there somewhere.
I would be putting this. Oh, not bad. You hit it to the right.
No, I'd probably shoot in a storm.
Sure enough, a broken line of storms did form. There's a severe storm going off the coast of Maine.
There's a storm.
Right. Well, that's not a storm, but we've got a couple of rain showers coming across Essex County. So the HRRR did a pretty good job
In
today.
an hour or two.
What do you know
call
about
At your house.
Wow. Incredible profile here between the storms. So cool. It's about 7:30. We're going to go home and try and chase this. All right, back on the home front. Come on, kids. Sure, let's see how we're on a leash. It's dangerous. So anyhow, really interesting sky. Almost looks like some mamatas up there.
What do we got?
In your professional opinion, are there mamatas clouds over our head?
Eh. Yeah, it could be considered some.
That's what happens when you work for the government. You always say, well, maybe. So the only one that didn't come out the door was, oh, nice shot. T-Rex. Mitt escaped. Mitt just goes walkabout occasionally. There he is.
Oh, good old.
Fortunately, he's very slow, so he's easy to catch. He just wanted to see those clouds too. Mitt, you're the best. There he goes, back toward the house. Come on, Mitt, pose. We need to get you in out the door, weather and more. So chill. Hi, Mitt. T-Rex is hiding in the house. I don't know why. And Steve is just wishing he had a longer leash.
Get me in.
So that's Mamadas, right?
Yeah, there's some of that is definitely.
Steve, he gives a lot of love. So we totally got Mamadas now. It's a rare cloud, but it's a rare day when meteorologists hang out together on the water, so.
Yeah. Weds down at night. Taylor.
Yeah, let's go. Whoa, did you see that lightning bolt? Oh, I don't think I got it. Did you get that lightning bolt?
I saw it. I didn't get it on camera.
Darn, maybe my time lapse got it of my webcam. It's right over there. We just had a great lightning bolt. Red Sox are playing at Fenway. Oakland A's in town.